Hi, I'm Louise Fletcher, and today I want to talk about what to do when you're overwhelmed with too much art knowledge and you don't know how to put it all together. Now, I'm answering questions that have been submitted to me from people who are signed up to take a course that I'm teaching in June. It's a free course. It starts June the 3rd, runs to June the 10th. If you want to sign up, you can do that below this video. But lots of people wrote in with kind of similar questions. And this one in particular, I really loved from Lesley. It was worded really well, but I got it from lots of other people. And the question reads, I feel like I have learned so much, but it's not coming together. There's too much to manage between colour theory, design, composition, finding my own voice, and so on and so on and so on. The frustration and feelings of failure are overwhelming. Now, she also mentions she started playing around with mixed media 5 years ago, and she only turned to painting last year. So I just want to put a pin in that and just say, Lesley only just started painting. For 1 year, she's been painting. She sounds like she's taken lots of courses and tried to learn lots. And now it's not all integrating fast enough for her. This stuff takes time. This stuff takes time and practice and coming in every day and working. And slowly pieces of it start to fall together. But this is a common problem that Lesley has, that she's either through books or through courses or through mentors, she's absorbed all this technical knowledge about design and composition and colour theory, and it's all just swirling around in her head and she doesn't know what to do with it all. And this is why I teach in a very different way, because I think this is the problem with a lot of art education. It's either classes that teach you how to paint like the teacher, which can be useful for learning some tips or getting some ideas, but really that's their method, not yours. Or it's classes that give you a ton of information about all sorts of technical aspects of making art before you've even learned how to play with paint and get familiar with the materials. And I've seen this over and over again. I've had students each year who come to my course with the same problem. So I know what the answer is. The answer is, first of all, to take the pressure off yourself, to know that you are not an anomaly, you are the norm. And that if you've rushed into taking all of these courses, which there's nothing wrong with that, there's nothing wrong with learning. In fact, as a new painter, you need to learn all these things. But sometimes you can do too much too early. And so I've seen people taking very advanced art classes when they don't even know how to use the paints properly. They don't know how to make the paints do what they want them to do. So I want my paint to be runny, I want it to be thick, I want to get this effect, I want to get that effect, but they don't even know how to do that. And they're already worrying about compositions when they don't even know how to use the paint. So I believe that we have to take a step back. I believe that all that knowledge is important and you won't lose it now that you have it. So that's good. You've got that. It's in the bank. You can kind of file it away, put it in a filing cabinet, shut the drawer, and then come back to yourself now and think about what you really enjoy, when are the times when you've been working, when you've got carried away, the time's gone by and you haven't realised because you've just been so in it. And that can be anything from, it might be the mixed media work in Lesley's case that she was doing at the beginning. It might be collaging bits of paper into a sketchbook. It might be painting very realistic portraits. It might be the time you did a series of paintings about some oranges. It doesn't matter what it is. It really couldn't matter less. What matters is, what was it you were doing when you felt that little fizz of joy at doing something, or that involvement? They call it flow, don't they? So you're in flow and time's just whizzing by and you look up and you go, oh my God, I can't believe I've been doing this all day. That feeling is what we're looking for. And if you've never had that feeling, then we really need to go back to the beginning and start again so you can find that feeling. Because when we approach the learning about composition and colour and all of that stuff from a solid foundation of being in touch with ourselves, knowing how to use paint, just at least a little bit, and knowing what we really love and enjoy, and starting to see who we are as artists, then we can apply that knowledge on top of that, and it becomes really powerful. So if you've taken lots of classes or even one big class and you feel like I'm so full of information and I don't know what to do with it all, don't panic or think you wasted money. You didn't. All that stuff is so important to learn. But first, you just needed this other thing. That's my firm belief. That's why I created my course. I saw it wasn't there for people, and I saw people struggling with this problem over and over again, and I know I can solve it. This is the one thing I can solve in life. So in my course, in the 7-day free course, what we're going to do is just start to have some fun. We're going to get rid of all that other stuff, and we're going to start to have some fun. And I'm going to keep pushing you over the 7 days to notice, when are you having fun? When are you saying, oh, I don't like this? Just notice. You're not going to like everything about making art, and you're not going to like everything I ask you to do. Perfectly fine. Just noticing is all you have to do. I loved that exercise. I really didn't like that one. Okay, good to know. You never have to do that one you didn't like again. And you can do more of the one you loved. So that's what the 7 days is about. And then there's a longer course, totally optional. So you will not be pressured. So don't feel any pressure. But the longer course we really go into. We spend 6 weeks or so, I think 5 weeks out of the 10 weeks, really getting into relaxing and playing with paint and learning how it works and what you want it to do for you. And then we get into integrating in some of that technical knowledge towards the end. That's the way around I think it works best. But my message to Lesley and to everyone else experiencing this problem is there's nothing wrong with you. It's perfectly normal. But give yourself now, whether or not you come on my free course, I know Lesley is anyway, but anybody else, give yourself a month off from all that. And just have a go at playing with paint and noticing when you like what you're doing and when you don't. And that is really all we ever have to do. This is the magic secret about art that people don't tell you. It's the one place in life where we don't have to ask anybody else's permission or do anything that we don't want to do. Amazing. We get to just be ourselves. It's amazing. Once you let yourself just be yourself, this will be an ongoing source of joy for you. And I know that because I've seen now thousands and thousands of people experience this. So I'm not making it up. So come and join us. There's a link above or below this video. Come join me for the free week. I promise to shift things for you if you are having this problem. And if this resonates with you, or you have anything advice for Lesley or anybody else experiencing this, do drop a comment for me. I read them all and I try and answer as many as I can. And I'm only doing this for 1 month, so get your money's worth. If you have a question for me about this topic, drop it below. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.